When it comes to friendships and cartoons, few can compare to what Finn and Jake have in Adventure Time. These guys are the ultimate homies. No matter what, they always support each other and care for one another. Finn is willing to do anything to prove himself as a hero or a good guy, and Jake backs Finn up every step of the way and makes sure he's always doing well. While Finn grows up and learns to navigate the different parts of his life, Jake is right there alongside him to give him the level-headed influence that he needs. Together they navigate the land of Ooo, saving princesses from the Ice King and protecting the Candy Kingdom on their journeys. But today I just want to focus on one half of this duo. Of course I'm talking about Jake the dog, who is voiced by John DiMaggio, who is also the voice of Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War, Bender from Futurama, Schnitzel from Chowder, Dr. Draken from Kim Possible, among many more. I'm here to tell you about Jake the dog and why he's the greatest friend the cartoon world has ever seen. Jake is somehow equal parts wise but brave, and is a perfect complement to his buddy Finn, as Finn slowly matures through the course of the show. Like any good friends, Finn and Jake have their banter. In particular, they often make each other better by challenging each other. The guys are ultra competitive but still warm with each other, so you know it's all love. In the season 1 dungeon episode, Finn and Jake have to set up signs to keep anyone out of a dungeon. They have a back and forth about whether or not Finn actually needs Jake to get through a dungeon.
Just catch up to me when you finish.
Yeah, right.
What?
Without the aid of my magnificent powers... Huh? You get killed down there.
Hey, I can do things without you.
Logically, Finn wants to make a bet that he'll get the crystal eye of the dungeon and be back within 11 minutes. He leaves before Jake can say much more and begins his journey through the dungeon. He immediately starts bumping into situations that he knows Jake would have been able to help him with. His luck runs out when his guardian angel ends up being just another thing trying to eat him. He gets taken to a cage where he ends up seeing Jake stuck there with him. It turns out Jake followed him not too long after, and was having much of the same troubles that Finn had. Once they're done catching up, they break out and try to finally get the crystal eye. They end up biting off more than they can chew, and they have to get their asses saved by Princess Bubblegum. In the season 4 episode, Card Wars, Jake wants to play a game with Finn after Lady Rainicorn and BMO don't want to play with Jake.
Oh, hey, BMO. You want to play too?
No, I do not play such games with Jake.
After a long explanation, the guys start their game once the stakes are clear. Winner drinks from the cool guy cup and the loser drinks from the dweeb cup, and you don't want to be drinking from the dweeb cup. The game starts and pretty soon Finn is beating Jake by a country mile. Jake gets a bit upset and Finn takes a quick time out to talk to BMO, where he learns that if Jake loses, he'll be super depressed after. Finn decides to throw the game because his friend being happy is way more important to him than just the game. Look at Finn, what a guy. Even when they butt heads, both Finn and Jake always have their heart in the right place. In the Enchiridion episode, Finn wants to get a book that proves he's a righteous hero. In order to get the book, he has to go to the top of a mountain and receive it from a minotaur that guards it. And of course, before he can get the book, he needs to face a series of trials. In the first of the 3 trials, Finn saves 3 little fairies from lava, but they go on to destroy old ladies and blame Finn for each one. When Finn leaves after feeling guilty, Jake decides to intervene on behalf of his buddy. When Jake catches back up with Finn, he offers Finn possibly the best advice imaginable that a friend could give.
Don't let those gnomes and their illusions get you down. They're just gnomes and illusions.
Illusions?
Yeah, man. Think, what would regular old sweet ladies be doing wandering the hills of Mount Cragdor?
Maybe they're lost?
No way. This place is designed to mess you up, to mess with your head. None of this is real. It's all just trials to test your heroic attributes. Now let's go get that book.
Yeah, you're the smartest dog I know, man.
The episode closes with Finn getting the Enchiridion like he wanted to.
Finn! Jake! You made it!
Are you another trial?
Trial? Oh, no! I'm Manish Man, the Minotaur!
And I feel like as a whole, the episode shows the dynamic of Finn and Jake in the early seasons perfectly. Speaking of episodes that are incredible when it comes to showing the relationship Finn and Jake have, in the Dungeon Train episode, Finn is still bummed out about his breakup with Flame Princess, and Jake is trying to take him to a mystery cave to cheer him up. On the way there, they run into a train blocking their path, and they decide to take a look inside the cars. Finn is instantly obsessed with fighting everything he sees in the train and collecting all the loot he can carry. This goes on for a while and Jake isn't having fun at all, but being happy that Finn is finally having fun keeps Jake from interfering. As time goes on, Jake tries different ways to convince Finn that they should head home. Finn isn't exactly too concerned. Jake spends the night on top of a boxcar and decides to try to talk to Finn in the morning. And when he finds him, Finn is way over his head and fights Jake. After, Finn goes to the next boxcar and searches through Jake's bag where he finds an orb that shows the future. He sees that even after what he did, Jake was still still staying with him on the train all those years later. The closing scene just reminds you of why Finn and Jake work so well.
I messed up, but don't worry. It's all over now.
You mean we're getting off the train?
Well, you are. I'm gonna keep playing for a while. I'll meet you back home in a week or two.
Oh man, don't you see? That's just the train talking. It's got its hooks in you.
No, for real. My inside voice is telling me it's time. Here, see for yourself.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Adventure Time always has its characters respecting one another's boundaries. Like when Finn is sad about his breakup, Jake lets him talk as he pleases and doesn't ask him to say much. Jake is always consistent with how he respects and treats Finn, and their friendship is something to adore even if fictional. He provides level-headed support to Finn at every corner and just wants to see his buddy be happy. There's one episode in particular that really shows the depth that Jake the dog offers. Let me tell you about the Princess Cookie episode from season 4. Finn and Jake find themselves in the middle of a standoff involving a cookie that wants Princess Bubblegum's crown for themselves. As you might assume, Finn and Jake are the ones tasked with going in as a last resort at defusing the situation, before the banana guards are deployed. The guys go in with Finn sneaking to the back to handle the chips, while Jake talks to the cookie themselves.
Sorry, man. I was just trying to get away from that rotten Princess Bubblegum for a while, you know? Isn't she just the worst?
Wait, you hate Princess Bubblegum too? Get out of here!
Jake progressively talks down the cookie until he breaks through. He finds out that the cookie met Princess Bubblegum as a child and was made fun of by her for wanting to be a princess. You can really see Jake become more sympathetic to the cookie's cause, and it culminates into Jake helping them escape from the princess.
Jake, what are you doing? What happened to the plan?
New plan. I'm gonna help Princess Cookie escape.
What? But he's a criminal.
No, man. Princess Cookie's a good guy. He just got dealt a bad hand. He's only trying to be what following out his dreams make you want to be, man.
What?
You're either with us or against us.
Against?
Jake and Princess Cookie are almost home free when Princess Cookie tells Jake to stop and reassures Jake in a way that I couldn't do justice by summarizing, so here's a clip.
No, Jake. Thank you for your help, but it's too late for me. I'll never be a princess. At least for a moment. You helped me feel like a princess. It was wonderful. Thank you, Jake.
The episode closes with Princess Cookie in a psych ward, with Jake paying a visit as a mailman. He gives Cookie a tiara from the Grass Kingdom, and you can't help but notice how coincidental it is that someone decided to start chopping onions right about now. Through the many varying adventures that Adventure Time entails, Jake serves as the rock of the show. He is a sympathetic character that does everything he can to be a good person, or in his case, a good dog. All in all, Jake the dog is one of the best sidekicks the show has ever had. No matter the situation, he's supportive, really funny, and has incredible voice acting. Jake really is man's best friend. Consider him the unanimous world's goodest boy. Thanks for watching the video. I make more video essays like this and you can find them on my channel, and I appreciate the support.